everybody, and welcome back to Dragonwing Diamonds. I am here today with a WIP in chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about my week. And okay, we're all good here. So this week has been interesting in multiple ways, but the biggest one is I actually got all my projects that I wanted to done for this month. So at the beginning of the month, I went through my month in review and I said, like, I wanted to finish my dragon, I wanted to finish my Sailor Summer canvas, I did another canvas that's a gift for somebody, so I'm not able to show that one, but I did complete that one as well, which was also a pretty decent sized one as well. So I'm like, okay, I finished everything, and I still have, like, well, technically, because I finished it yesterday, I have 2 days left in the month, so, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to work on for my WIP and chat? So what I have here today is this adorable little Sailor Mars painting. It's like a little sticker, and this is from DIYman Delights. This is a newer shop. They have a lot of these cute little tiny ones, and this one was actually a gift from my dear friend Charmaine. She knows how much I love Sailor Mars, and so she grabbed this one for me, so thank you, Charmaine, I adore you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working on her, and just in case we do get her done, because this is very color blocky, I also have this kit over here as well. I have my little tiny Make Market kit. So there we go, our little intro. I'm going to peel this right on back and we can get going here. Whoop. Hopefully my camera doesn't mess up too much with the actual spiderweb background being showing, but we'll work with it. Okay, so what's that background color? It's 3834. I'm gonna find that. Okay, there we go. Just kind of gonna dump and go here. So I'm not gonna fight with that. There. So I decided that for this kit, since it is a small one and, you know, going to be going quick through it, I figured this would be a great opportunity to test out some of the stuff from the new Diamond Art Club toolkits. So I am using the tray that comes with them, and I do have the pen here and it's already loaded up. I'm going to use a plastic multi-placer even though I'm not a fan of them, and this is loaded up with their putty. So I am literally doing all the tests here because I haven't done that yet and I need to. So here we go. I'm going to try my best not to care about trash drills, although there's one right there. I don't have any. Okay, we're just going to go with it. It's got a little spot on it. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So, these are nice drills, actually. So let's see. I talked to you last on Thursday last week, so Friday. I believe last week was just kind of a rough week in general for me. I think I was having a really bad mental health week, and also didn't help that, you know, it was my time of month as well, so I was like, yeah, I'm not in a good mood this week. So on Friday, my husband sent me upstairs to diamond paint. Yikes. Not good for fixing things. Okay. He sent me upstairs to diamond paint for the day, so I did go and do that. And I think it was like a much needed reprieve that for me, because honestly, yeah, I was not doing well mentally last week. So I did go upstairs, I diamond painted, I was able to just work. I feel like, yeah, and I got through. I think I took Iron Blade Dragon up with me, my dragon kit that I was working on for this month, and I worked hard on that one and got pretty close to the end as well. So that was my Friday, just kind of chilling upstairs, relaxing. I'm not gonna lie, this probably isn't going to be super exciting week. I think the most exciting thing happened yesterday, but yeah. Okay. I am not doing well with this pen, apparently. Oh, well, on the bright side, it's square, so that putty will be covered up. Okay. These tips are messing with me, I think. How long until I give up on this? Okay, I need my tweezers, but I will keep talking while I'm grabbing my tweezers because they're just right behind me. So yeah, I spent the time diamond painting, and then where'd my tweezers go? They're there. And then I did play WoW most of the night, like I have been doing. I have been really enjoying being back in game and talking to a bunch of friends that I haven't talked to in a while, and they've all been pretty excited to have me back as well, so that's been quite fun. Okay, stay put. That was me. That was all me. I got putty on there. Okay. So yeah, Friday, not very exciting. We didn't do much. I just kind of sat on my butt a lot. So then, let's see, Saturday was the day I finished Iron Blade Dragon. I ended up finishing it late, though, because we were having another movie night on Saturday. And so we watched the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Alex really enjoyed it, and Drake ended up going to bed early, so he missed part of it. So we have a problem with Drake a lot of the time. Zero, slow down. All right, slow down. Zero. Okay. Stop chugging the water. It's not going to run out, I promise. So yeah, we have a problem with Drake when it comes to him eating foods and stuff like that. It's quite frustrating because, like, he's overly picky. Like, yeah, there's kids who are picky, but, like, he is picky to the point where there's a food he likes. It tastes exactly the same as it does from the place that we normally get it from. And then he'll just sit there and be like, oh, I don't like it. There's something weird about it. And he couldn't. So that's what happened. So the first movie night, because we did junk food with the movie nights both times. So the first movie night, he asked for pigs in a blanket, which the kid loves hot dogs. And so it was like, okay, so you like hot dogs, so this should be fine. He took like a couple bites of one, and he's like, I don't like these. And it's like, okay, what don't you like about them? And it's always, I don't know, something just tastes weird. And it's like, oh, okay. So we ended up giving him pizza rolls that night instead, because that's what Alex had asked for. So we're like, do you want pizza rolls instead? And he's like, yeah. So that's what we ended up giving him. Okay, this pen may not last long because I don't like it. Okay, I'm giving up on the pen. It was a good effort, valiant effort. Let me just grab stuff quick. So yeah, just a constant struggle with him with eating and stuff. Sorry, I'm like, this one still has putty in it. And a glue dot. Okay, we'll work with this one. It's flamey and fiery, so it works. Okay. So yeah, so then we get to the second movie night, and we're like, okay, you didn't like the pigs in the blanket, so my husband took him to the store and had him pick out another snack, and he went for boneless buffalo chicken wings, which he likes those from one of the local pizza places here, so he eats them from there and stuff like that. So we got him that, and then we also got him some blue cheese because he likes to have blue cheese for dipping them in. So we're sitting there, we're going through the movie, and he's like not eating, and we're like, Drake, what's going on? And he's like, well, it tastes weird, I don't like it. And it's like, my husband literally said they tasted exactly the same as the ones that he has from the pizza place. And so we're like, what do you mean it tastes weird? Like, we were trying to pinpoint exactly what was happening, like what was going on, and like we tried a different dipping sauce with it, and he still was just like refusing to eat and stuff like that. And finally we just we got frustrated because this has been a constant battle with him. Like, whenever we get him, like, even food that he says he wants, he specifically asks for, and then he turns around and is just like, oh, I don't like this right now, or don't like this. And it's like, oh, like, you had this like a couple weeks ago without any issues. Like, why are we doing this? So yeah, we got a little frustrated, and we decided to not reward the behavior. So he ended up going to bed early while Alex got to stay up and finish the movie. Yeah, when I say go to bed early, it was only like maybe an hour before their actual bedtime anyways, so it wasn't that big of that early. But yeah, it's it's hard to do nice things for him because like I try to do hot chocolate nights for the boys, but he doesn't like hot chocolate, and it's like, okay, like we try to do like ice cream nights, but he doesn't like ice cream. It's just like, oh my goodness, like, are you sure you're a kid? But yeah, I mean, he likes salty things more than sweet, so we've kind of started like swapping in like sodas instead of ice cream, or French fries or something along those lines. But yeah, just the fact that we did 2 movie nights with 2 sets of junk foods that he specifically picked out and ended up not eating was just like, that was the end of the line. So yeah, but Alex did finish up watching the third Pirates movie, which, I mean, third one's me and my husband's favorite personally, so we're like really excited to watch that. But yeah, we finished that up. Alex said he really enjoyed it. And then we can move on to the fourth one, although I don't know what to do with Drake in the third one now. But yeah. Oops. Well, this glue is definitely nice and sticky, because those don't want to move very well. Let's see. Yep, and then after we finished the movie, got Alex in bed, and then I finished up my diamond painting, because I think I only had like a section or 2 left. No, I think it was just 1 section left at that point. And it was like all color blocky, so I just like flew through it. And then I logged into WoW and then got my first character up to max level again, so that was exciting. Okay, so this is very shallow at the edge there. Okay, so I laugh at the things I write sometimes. Okay, so Sunday rolled around, and oh my gosh, DAC this weekend was crazy. Like, restocks and new kits. Like, they restocked Saturday and Sunday, and I think maybe Friday too. I don't remember that. I don't remember if it was Friday too, but yeah, like they did all these restocks, and then plus the new kits that they had coming out and stuff. And I don't think there were any last week that really called to me. Oh, there were, but yeah, and not from the Saturday release. So yeah, I was doing good, and then they restocked Chroma, and I was like, oh crap, I need that one. So then I went and peeked at my points and saw that I did have a $50 off voucher, so I was like, sweet. So yeah, I claimed that, and I grabbed Chroma, and I only spent $4. It was like $4.99 on her, which was awesome. Well, plus shipping and yada yada yada. So I think it was like $14 when it was all said and done, but it's like, yeah, I love it's so easy to purchase from them because of that reward system. It makes it so easy. But yeah, so I grabbed Chroma, which I'm very excited, and I'm pretty sure I saw people have I seen? And I know people who have gotten other kits from that restock have gotten cards in those, so I'm hoping Chroma has a card. That's going to be pretty. And I gotta say, I'm kind of jealous because like Rose Library restocked and Waterfall Sunset restocked, and those all have cards in them. I'm like, man, because like Rose Library was like my favorite kit that I've worked on this year, like still remains to be my favorite. And Waterfall Sunset, it's like not many landscapes call to me, but Dakota, she knows how to make a landscape call to me. So I have that one that I'm going to be doing at some point, and we're going to be hanging it above our bed. But yeah, so I was like kind of bummed I don't have cards for those ones, but at the same time, I did enjoy working on the one painting, and I know I'm going to enjoy working on the other painting as well. So yeah, I got Chroma. And then of course, I'm sitting there minding my own business, and then Katie's channel, my friend Katie over at Diamonds and Washi, pops up with a sneak peek, and it's those mini dazzlers and their dragons, and I'm like, well, crap. I'm like, well, those are needed. So yeah, I definitely had to get those as well. And then the kicker, they all have names. Like, how adorable is it that they gave them all names? I'm just like, that made me want them 10 times more. Like, I already like really wanted them, but that made me want them even more. And I was just like, okay, this is just so precious. I love it. So, and you get stickers of them too, which I'm probably going to use those as a logbook sticker, because, you know, obviously there's not going to be a logbook sticker for these ones since they're the mini dazzlers. But yeah, there's just like, I'm looking so forward to working on an entire fairy dust dragon. Like, it's going to be amazing. Or multiple full fairy dust dragons. So yeah, so that got me too. So I'm like, dang, DAC's really got my number this week. And I am happy to say I just got the out for delivery notification on Chroma and my little dragons, so those should be here in a little bit. So very excited about that. I gotta say, I know this is probably an unpopular opinion, but I love the fact that DAC has switched over to OnTrack, because like, I know like I've had multiple conversations in our like in Sophie's Discord about it and stuff like that, because it's crazy, because like other places everybody has trouble with like OnTrack and FedEx, but like over here we have trouble with UPS and stuff like that. So yeah, I gotta say, like, UPS, it took them 10 days to get my kids out to me, and OnTrack takes only like 3 or 4 days to get them out to me. So it's like yeah, I'm really enjoying the newer system, or the new shipping company and stuff, because they're doing a lot better for at least getting kits from Texas to New York for sure. So yeah, but I'm excited to get those today. And Sunday was the day. Oh my gosh, Artemis slept all day long on Sunday. Like, I kept looking at him and being like, I kept trying to wake him up and stuff, and I'm like, dude, if you're sleeping this much right now, you're going to be a monster tonight. And yeah, sure enough, he was a monster that night. He was just ripping all over the place and getting Zero going and having him launch off the bed. And, you know, we're trying to keep them quiet because, you know, Sydney's asleep, and oh my goodness, it was insanity. So yeah, he literally slept the day away. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in here. And then also, we actually handed off the boys a little early. That just happened. Don't ask me how that happened, it just did. We did get to hand the boys off a little early this week. So their mom is moving in to her boyfriend's house, so that way they can save up some money, so that way they can get a house of like a different, like move back to our town, because like she moved them out of the town, which is out of the school district, but you know, they have their address here, so they're still in the school district type deal. She just has to worry about getting them to and from school on her own. But yeah, so she's moving in with her boyfriend, and so they're packing and moving all. I don't know why my voice is cracking like that. They're packing and moving like basically all last week. And so she asked if she could snag them a little early on Sunday, so that way they could get a head start on packing and stuff like that. So like she came and grabbed them about 11 o'clock. So we basically had a boy-free day that day, which was kind of nice, you know, because like I love those boys so much, but sometimes you need a break. Like they're little weirdos. But yeah, so yeah, they left a little early, and then it's just like a little tray for trash, I think. Oh, what's this? It's empty, so we're gonna use this. Haha. Gonna adapt to everything I have around here. So yeah, we kind of had a boy-free day, and then on top of it, okay, it's fine. My husband, so he's so funny. He's the one who's the big money maker in the house right now, because he's got the 2 jobs, but he always asks me on purchases, and I'm like, why are you asking me? You're the one who makes the money. You're the one who's got to pay off the credit card. So it was really funny. But yeah, we have a Best Buy credit card, which we used last year to get me a new computer, because my computer was like ancient at that point, and it needed to get replaced. So, so he bought me a computer last year for my birthday. And so we got that mostly paid off this year. I think there's only like, I mean, there's still a little bit left to pay on it, but we have a big balance on that credit card. And so he was asking if it'd be okay if he could get a computer for himself for his birthday this year. And like I've been encouraging. I'm like, yeah, like once we get my computer cleared off, then you should get yourself a new computer. That was before I knew how much of a balance there was on this credit card. So after I learned that, I was like, no, get a computer whenever you want. So finally he decided to get his new computer. And so he did a shopping, he picked one out, and it was all, he had it for pickup at our local store. And so on Sunday, after the boys got picked up and after Sydney laid down for her nap, he went out and picked up his computer. And then he was setting it up and stuff, which was hilarious when you have a puppy and a kitten who are like, hey, what you doing? And a kitten when there's cords flying around and stuff. So I literally had to restrain the animals for a little bit for him so he could get things organized. But he got his new computer and he got it all set up and he was playing with it all day Sunday. He was getting things downloaded and everything. And then when he first booted it up the first time, he didn't have it plugged into the speakers. So the second time he booted it up when it was all like set and ready, we realized it like does this like big whoosh type noise. And we were kind of laughing because we're like, that's going to scare the crap out of Sydney when she goes to turn on his computer one of these mornings. Because every morning, the routine for Sydney is to go over to our computers and turn both of them on. It took her, I will say, it did take her a couple days to find out where his power button was, because on his older one, he had an Alienware, and so the light up alien head is the power button. On this one, that was not as easy to tell, because like there is the light up symbol, but it's just decoration for the case. The actual power button is like this little tiny, like it's a funky shaped one too. It's like a square one that kind of like divots in a little bit. But yeah, so it took her a couple days to find that, and then when she finally found it, and she turned on his computer for the first time for her, and her eyes were wide the whole time. She's like, "What was that, Mom?" And like she like looked over at me like, And even now, like it's been a couple days, and she still looks very shocked when it happens. It's pretty funny. But yeah, so yeah, he got that, and of course, you know, our boys with their new toys, he was like very excited and talking about it nonstop, and I finally got to a point and was like, "Hun, you're talking my ear off about the computer." He's like, "Oh, sorry." so yeah, it was pretty funny. But yeah, he has been enjoying being able to play games at a prettier setting, and like that night, him and his friends jumped on Baldur's Gate together, and he was able to like experience that game and everything like that. Like the real question is if it's going to work in Act 3, because that's like where the main city is, and that's where a lot of his computer problems ran in, like where his computer ran into problems before. But yeah, and then also like the Serena Teapot in Genshin, like he couldn't log into that without it sounding like his computer was trying to like take off like a rocket. So thankfully his new one does not do that now. But yeah, so he's got that all set up, and he's very happy with it. Let's see. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, that's your birthday present, because, you know, I can't really get you anything this year. Hopefully next year I'll be able to spoil him for his birthday, but hopefully next year I'm able to find a job. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, definitely treat yourself. Like, you deserve it. I've been telling you to get a new computer. Like, I always have to talk him into stuff, too. Like there was this nice computer monitor that he wanted that was, like, on sale for, like, $100 off. And I'm like, dude, get the monitor. You're not going to get that sale again. And so I always have to, like, convince him. And then, of course, you know, I made the joke. I think it was, like, last night or something like that, because we were talking about it. I was like, "See, aren't you glad I made you get the computer?" And he's like, "Yeah, thank you for encouraging me to do that." And I made the comment of like, "Yeah, I'm really good at spending money," which is hilarious, which I thought was funny, but you know. I laugh at my own jokes all the time, so. Okay, so, yep, so Monday was that drop for the dragons. Of course, I got them. As you know, as I said, they're out for delivery right now, which is exciting. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink. Sydney's upstairs singing away instead of napping. Okay. Yeah, so Sydney, like, this entire week so far, Sydney has been in a mood. It was really bad at the beginning of the week, but, like, as we got towards the end of the week, it was getting slightly better, or as we are at the end of the week, because, you know, I'm filming on Friday. So she's been in a mood, and she's been super drooly. So we're like, are you cutting your last teeth finally? Like, is that what's happening here? Because, you know, she's skipping her naps. She's being very picky about what she's eating and stuff like that. And she's just fighting us on a lot of stuff. Like, I took my phone away from her. Like, well, she was playing a game on my phone because we have, like, this baby games from Lucas and Friends. And so she was playing with that, and then she does this thing where she'll play with it for a bit, and then, like, you can tell she's kind of bored with the games because she'll constantly, like, go into the same one over and over again and then make us, like, get her out of it. Which she knows how to exit out of the game. She just likes making us do stuff. But yeah, she started doing that over and over and over again, and then I took my phone away from her, and she just sat there and screamed at me for a few minutes, but that happened or was it yesterday? Yeah, that happened yesterday, so I'll get there. But anyways, yeah, she was just in a really bad mood, so we're like, maybe you're cutting teeth, especially since you're drooling a lot right now. Hopefully that's the case, because if it is the case, then we'll be done with teething, because she only has 2 molars left to come in for now, until she gets older. But it's like, okay, come on, like, hopefully this is it, because teething has literally been the worst experience ever for me. Like, out of everything I handled with her stages of life so far, teething has been my least favorite. It's been a nightmare. She's been so miserable during it. She doesn't sleep, and it just caused a lot of issues. So, I hope we're almost done. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was the day that I got stuck sitting on I say I got stuck. I do enjoy snuggling with my child, I will say that much, but sometimes when I need to get stuff done, it gets frustrating, because it's like, okay, I love you, but I need to, like, do these things, so... but yeah, Monday she basically had me trapped on the couch for a bit. She was playing games on her phone because, like, I was trying to keep her out of her dad's hair while he was finishing work and stuff, or doing work stuff. Okay. I just blew in the bag a little bit to relieve some of the static so I can get the rest of these out. Is that the only bag of this? Yes. Okay. I keep doing this. Yeah. I will say I don't like how short these are, the back is, because I go to slide them out, and I end up with drills pouring out the back of it. So yeah. Where were we? So yeah, I spent most of the morning cuddling with her on the couch while she was playing that game on my phone and stuff like that. And I was just keeping her out of her dad's hair while he was doing his work stuff and everything like that. But, you know, it's like, oh, I'm not doing dishes, I'm not doing laundry, because Monday was supposed to be my laundry day. I will admit, I did not do laundry on Monday. I was having a very difficult day. I feel like... Oh, okay, I remember what happened on Monday now. Okay, sorry. I'm like, I remember Monday being very difficult, but I couldn't remember why. And I'm not going to be talking about why, just because it's a private matter, of course. But, you know, I was concerned for a friend, basically. So So yeah, I remember that's why Monday was kind of rough, and I spent most of the day snuggling with my daughter and on and off the phone with that specific friend, just trying to help her out and stuff. But yeah, so Monday was kind of a blah day for me. Well, not blah in that I got to talk to my friend, but blah because she was going through a lot. Oh, I got confused. Like, wait, how did I do this? So yeah. And then, of course, that night, like, I've been basically playing WoW every single night. I diamond paint up until the point Sydney's in bed, and then when she's in bed, I switch over to video gaming. So I did do that again. I started leveling my second character that night. Because we have like a couple weeks before mythics and raids open up anyways, so no point in, like, I can take my time and level my characters before I have to worry about grinding dungeons. Like, I can do that all next week. I'll get there. Actually, I'm like mostly focused on my professions right now anyways, because our raid team needs flasks and cauldrons, and it's a pain in the butt to get those, so I'm just gonna keep working at it. So yeah, I started leveling my second character, which was my monk. And then, let's see, Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday was an office day for my husband again, because we're now off of the summertime hours, because like for summer for him, it was every week the boys were with us, he was home, he didn't have to be in the office. Yeah, and unfortunately that ended last week, so this week we are just back to him being in the office 3 days a week, which is, I don't like it. I like having my husband home with me. Like, we miss each other so much when he's out, and we're definitely not that type of couple who likes to have space from one another. We're like, no, we don't need space. Like, yeah. So yeah, we got back into that routine, and then, which means I was basically watching Sydney by myself, which, you know, I put that in the wrong spot. Okay, at least I caught that before I talked about it. So, come on. Well, at least the drills are tight. Hold on, I need to focus for a second while I get these pushed in here. Come on. Let's do this. Just go boop. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. We're in. We're good. Okay. I appreciate a tight square drill field, that's for sure. Okay, so yeah, while he was in the office too, we were talking because we wanted to plan a date night, because the Painting with the Twist out near me had a painting that was based off of Volaris from the ACOTAR series. And I mean, you all know me I love ACOTAR. So I was like, ooh, I really want to go do this painting. And so he's so gracious. Like, he has not read the book. He has no interest in the book and stuff like that. He's not a big fantasy person. He's more sci-fi. So he was like, he was willing to go with me though, because I wanted to do it. So he got things set up. So he got us signed up for it and got coverage for Sydney, which was going to be my mother-in-law. She was going to come over and sit with Sydney, because honestly, it was at that point it's so easy, because like anybody who babysits for us after 6 p.m. they're basically babysitting a little girl in her crib sleeping. So it's pretty easy. So yeah, we got things set up with her to watch the little one. And then like later in the day, she got a text, or we got a text from her being like, there's a change in plans. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Because she ended up bringing over, my father-in-law made homemade pizza for dinner for them. So they brought some over for us to have for dinner to make things easier, because they know like my husband was like going to be gearing up to go work job number 2 anyways, because he ended up switching days. He switched Wednesday for Thursday, so that way we could do our date night without him missing out on pay from that job, because his time is reported, so he doesn't get PTO. Anyways, I get ahead of myself all the time. Let's see. So yeah, we got that planned and figured out. And then when she came over, she was like, so change of plans, because, oh, hold on. Okay, I'm sorry about that. My husband just came back home because he went and got his hair cut, and he got me a pumpkin spice coffee, so I got my pumpkin spice latte. So good. I'm so excited. Okay. Anyways, so we were talking about the change in the date night. So my brother-in-law lives in Florida, and he comes up about like once this summer, because, you know, they moved to Florida to get away from the cold from here. So he is coming up. He's actually already here, but yeah, he was coming up this week. He was supposed to get here on Wednesday, but then they had some like work delays, so they couldn't leave until a day, or they couldn't leave until a day later. So yeah, they were supposed to be arriving at the time that my mother-in-law was supposed to be over here watching Sydney. So she's like, well, we got 1 or 2 options. You can either like reach out to Sarah and see if she's available, but she wasn't sure because like Sarah works at a food pantry. Well, I think it's more volunteer than work, but yeah, so she does food pantry stuff. So it's like, well, we're not sure what time she's done, so we'll, like, you can ask her. And then like the other option is like the babysitter that my sister-in-law uses would be available that night too. So we ended up asking Sarah first, of course, and she said like, absolutely, I can do that. I was like, cool. So yeah, we got that all squared away. And I was like so worried too. I'm like, oh no, is something gonna ruin our date night? But nope, it didn't. We were all good. So yeah, that was that. And then I also had to kind of laugh on Tuesday, because it's always very obvious to tell when my husband is home or when he's in the office, because Sydney, like, obviously, like, we clean up her toys every night, so we have a clean living room for the evening, and that way she can just jump in and start destroying stuff first thing in the morning too. Plus it also prevents the dog from chewing stuff that he should not be chewing. But so yeah, we clean up every night, and so she just does her thing in the morning again. And it's so funny because on days that my husband is home, the mess is more centered over by him, and the days when it's just me, the mess is more centered over by me. So basically like layout of my living room. So our front door is like over on the left hand side of the room, and then that's where our computer desks are set up. And then where I sit and diamond paint during the day is actually at the kitchen table, which is like clear across the room on the right side. So when he's home, all the toys, like, she gets all of her toys out and is playing with them over by his computer desk. And then when it's just me, she gets all of her toys out and plays with them over by the kitchen table. So it's just really funny seeing the dynamic of that, because it's like yeah, it's just so obvious to tell when he's home versus when he's not. And it's just so funny to me. I probably found it more amusing than it probably should have been, but honestly, it was just, I love it. So yeah, let's see here. So yeah, that was pretty comical. And then that also was the day that I decided that I was going to start listening to a specific book that I've been told I need to listen to, because I feel like this is one of those books that I have to be in the right mental state to be able to listen to, because it's a self-help book for people who are with ADHD and who are autistic, and it's called How to Keep a House While Drowning. And I gotta say, like, I listened to the first part of that book and like just the intro, and it literally has a point in it where it's like, if you're crying at this point, this book is for you. And honestly, I was crying by that point, so that book is definitely for me. But yeah, they're just like talking about how if you're struggling to keep up with like daily chores and stuff like that, it's not because you're lazy and stuff like that. I don't know. It was just very moving and stuff, because it's like I felt very validated because, my whole life I have struggled with a lot of stuff. And like doing chores has been a big struggle of mine. Like I did chores a lot when I was a kid and stuff like that. And now that I'm an adult, it's like, I know I need to do these things, but I literally cannot bring myself to have the energy to do them. And, it's because I'm chasing a child around all day and taking care of myself and her and my husband. And it's like, by the time I'm done with all that, I don't want to touch the mountain of dishes that are sitting in my kitchen, I always have static with baggies because, yeah, baggies hate me. But yeah, also fun fact that these are actually stickers on here, so you can take these off and put them on the bag. How cute is that? So anyways, I get distracted. So yeah, I started listening to this book, and it's already like making a difference. It's already making a huge difference in my life. I'm only 5 chapters in too, so I'm not very far into it, because it's like they're very short chapters, because it's designed for people who are neurodivergent and can't keep focus as long and stuff like that. So they are very quick, get to the point, and like explain everything, and they say like, this is what I'm meaning when I say this. It's like not just like, oh, here's a metaphor, try to figure it out. It's like, no, this is what I'm saying right now. So yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna continue to listen to it. It's already doing wonders for me, because like it's already making me think differently. Because like one of the things they say is like, instead, like, make your space work for you instead of you working for your space. So it's like encouragement for getting dishes done is like, make it easier for you, and like be nice to future you and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, I'm not doing dishes right now because I have to. I'm doing dishes right now because it'll make my morning easier if I don't have to wash a cup for my daughter, like stuff like that. So yeah, that book's been really resonating so far. Like I said, I have to be in the right mental state to listen to it though, so I have not really listened to it much past what I did on that day. But I am looking forward to continuing it and continuing to figure out how to improve myself, basically. Like, yeah, and it was just a lot of like, be nice to yourself type things, and it's just, yeah, things I really struggle with. So yeah. Yeah, and then we had our homemade pizza for dinner. Sydney got to eat some, and oh my gosh, she scarfed it. Like, I literally had to take a picture. Sorry, I have to adjust. Okay. I literally had to take a picture of it, of her, and send it to them, my in-laws, because I was like, she like is housing this pizza right now. And she had sauce all over her face too, and who doesn't love a picture with a child with food all over their faces? It's just so cute. Okay, so Wednesday, oh gosh, Wednesday was probably the worst day of the week. Thursday was the worst day of the week. Well, partially worst day, partially awesome day. But yeah, Sydney was really miserable on Wednesday. Once again, I really had to spend more time focusing on her than doing anything else. But we made it through the day. We always make it through. That's the important part. So yeah. Honestly, I don't have much to say about Wednesday. It wasn't very exciting. I literally did the same thing I do every other day. I played WoW. I diamond painted. I watched my child. My child was a butt. I think I was trying to get her on camera too, because there is one Blue's Clues episode. It's like they have like 3 Halloween episodes, and The first one is just like a remake of one of the Steve Halloween episodes from way back when, because that's what they did for like the first season. They kind of just redid the Steve episodes, but with Josh instead. And so that Halloween episode is like, yeah, okay. Don't mind me having a rough time with my putty. And then the second Halloween episode is my favorite one because, oh my God, they have the song that they sing at the end of it is in like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC style music. And it's like, okay, you knew what you were doing to all of us millennial moms here. Like, you knew it. So I like always rock out to that song when it comes on. But then on the third one, it's also kind of a similar, it's like still in that boy band like vein, but it's like they do the very scary shuffle instead. And like they have to do this to get jack-o'-lantern, and it's like, and it's kind of like the cha-cha slide or the electric slide or something where it kind of tells you the instructions. So it's like, well, it's like spin around, freeze like a statue, jump up and down. And then like there's one part where it's like, let me hear your scariest laugh. And then they go, mwahaha. And so like whenever that comes on, Sydney always, like she does the mwahaha part of it. I've been trying to get that on camera and failing miserably because she doesn't do it when I have the camera out. So hopefully next time the episode comes around, she will. But she's so cute with that show. She loves it. Honestly, there was one day where we didn't put Blue's Clues on because we're like, I think it was like one of the days my husband got home from work came home from work, and he's just sitting, like he got to working and I was like doing crafting stuff on WoW before, like sometime there's like one day I've logged on WoW before she was in bed. But I was doing some crafting stuff because I can easily do that without having to take too much focus. And we didn't put the show on yet for her when we got her up from her nap. And she was literally sitting next to my husband's computer, like running her giraffe up and down it, going, Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. So I'm like, I think she wants her show. He's like, oh yeah. So yeah, she loves that show. But yeah, I think that was one of the days I was trying to get her to do that. So yeah, oh my gosh, dang. It's probably gonna be a longer one, sorry. So yeah, I'll just talk about yesterday then. So yesterday, Sydney continued to be a butt. Yesterday was the day that she screamed at me because I took my phone away from her because she was done playing the games, but she didn't want to be done, or she didn't think she was done playing the games. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna just say, like, 'cause she was just sitting there shrieking at me, like full on screaming and crying, the whole 9 yards. And I'm like, you know what? We're not doing this today. So she earned herself a little timeout, which timeouts for her are being plopped in her crib and the door closed. So she has some quiet time to calm herself. Oh, of course, my light is going away. Come on, son, come back out. Oh, hopefully this isn't too bad right now. Oh my God, I can't see anything myself. So yeah, timeouts for her are plopped in her crib and just waiting, or just being in the quiet for a little bit. And so I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, because I'm like, okay, I probably should go through my closet and pull the kits that I have planned out for drills and chills out of, like, because I have a couple of those collapsible laundry baskets up in there where I have my kits stored. So I was like, oh, I should probably like go dig those out so that way when it comes down to that, or it comes down to me trying to find these kits, I don't have to go like completely searching. So that's what we did. Or I did that while she was in there. I just kind of went through my kits and stuff. Come on. Yeah, so I just went through my kits and stuff and got the ones pulled out that I am going to be working on and stuff. So got a nice little pile in my closet of kits. It's those two. Okay. So yeah, I did that while she was down or in her room, and then I also I had like I like maybe like a half basket of clothes of me and my husband's that I had not folded yet. So I kind of just grabbed those and just folded those while I was waiting for her to calm down. So did that, and then so I got a much needed quiet break. She got a much needed quiet break, and we went into the rest of the day a lot better than we were doing so far. So when we came back downstairs, she went and played with her toys, and I sat and diamond painted for a little bit, and then she brain. Yeah, and then we did lunch, and yeah, it was a good rest of the day. Come on. So yeah. Get out. There we go. I'm going to take another sip of my coffee. Love it. So happy pumpkin spice is back. I think that was Wednesday as well. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, Wednesday was the day that Duncan got their pumpkin spice in. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready for this. So much needed. And I was just realizing, I'm like, is there an address on here? And I showed my cup, but no, there isn't. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, it was a rough morning, and my poor husband came home to me being like very stressed out and everything like that. And when I get like that too, it's like I get in that mood of like I don't want to go anywhere, I don't want to do anything, and all this. And it's like I was like forcing myself to not say that because I wanted to go to our date night. I wanted to have fun with painting, like at Painting with a Twist, and I was looking forward to this painting in particular. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to do this. And I'm glad I didn't. Honestly, I'm really glad I didn't. So yeah, when he was on his way home from the office, he did grab me a cup of coffee. Or no, it wasn't yesterday. It was 2 days ago. He grabbed me the cup of coffee. But yeah, so yesterday on his way home from the office, he grabbed our wine for the Painting with a Twist. Because just in case you guys don't know what it is, yeah, Painting with a Twist, you basically go and they have a specific image, and you have like an instructor basically telling you about like how, like what to do and stuff like that. So you're kind of just following directions and creating the image. And then 3842 is the upside down robot face. I'm gonna call that upside down robot face. Whee! Ah! Okay, that just was all on me there. Don't mind me. I'm having a rough time on the struggle bus today. Oh gosh. At least it's not a boring weapon chat. At least this one's entertaining, watching me struggle. Anyways, back to it. So yeah, so you basically follow the instructions, and like everybody's painting turns out differently because, you know, everybody does things differently and everything like that. So yeah, yeah, so and then the twist part is that you can bring wine or beer with you, and you can do that or drink while doing that. So I will say adding the element of wine in made me care less about perfection. So there was one moment, the woman next to me, she was like cooling off. There was one moment where the woman next to me was like stressing a little because she apparently she was saying like she deals with high anxiety a lot, and she was stressing about her painting not looking good. And I was like, here, take another sip of alcohol. And she's like, you're smart, I like you. I'm like, yep, there we go. So yeah, it was that's basically what that was. So we went, we had a great time. Both of our paintings turned out pretty awesome. And something they didn't actually market with it was that they had glow paint for parts of it. So they had like blue for behind the mountaintop, and then that blue was also used in like the city lights, and then there's also yellow that you can put in the city lights. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. I was not expecting the glow, and like it was funny too because like when we first got there and everything, we were getting situated, and the instructor, she was like an old art teacher. That one's moving a lot. Yeah, so she was an old art teacher. She was actually the owner of the studio in particular we were at. And she, she basically was like, "I got something cool to show you guys, so we're gonna go take a walk," because they had a room with like black lights in it where you can see like the glow paint and stuff on other paintings and stuff like that. And so she grabbed her like the that's not her copy of it, but you know the like the reference image and stuff like that. And we took that, or she took that in and like showed us like, "Oh look, and it glows in the dark." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." So that made it more exciting to work on. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, because we were kind of guessing that my husband was going to be the only guy there, and we were very pleasantly surprised that we were wrong. And it was kind of funny too, because like one of the other guys there, he actually knows a bit about the books too, because at one point we got talking about like, oh, what's the next book going to be, and who's the pairing going to be, and stuff like that. And like, I'm not going to give spoilers or anything, just in case you've not read any of the books. But you know, like each book has kind of been progressively about a different sister. So we're like, okay, well maybe like we're talking about like, oh well, hopefully this person ends up with this person, and it's like, no, it's gonna be this and this, and just and you know, I have the unpopular opinion, I know, for a lot of that, but yeah, so yeah, we went and did that and had a great time doing it, and our paintings turned out really good. I'm actually going to be using mine as a backdrop for Night Court November posts, which reminds me I do have to get that done today, because me and Sophie have been talking about Night Court November already, because we gotta start the planning. I'm very excited. So yeah, it's gonna be a longer one, but nah. So yeah, we went and had fun, and then got home, and thankfully all the babies were good for the babysitter. Apparently Sydney didn't fall asleep until almost 8 last night, but I knew that was going to happen because she took a nap. And when she takes a nap, she doesn't tend to sleep like she's supposed to. What is that color up there? Is that, yes, no, it's 310. Okay, that's what it is. He's like 5 up on the top of her hair. It's bugging me that I didn't do them yet. But yeah, so yeah, she didn't fall asleep till like 8, but I mean, Sarah handled it like a pro. Just left her alone until she conked herself out, because that's usually what she does. And we were concerned because like Zero was going like wildly crazy when Sarah first got here, so we're like, yeah, you're hopefully you settle down. And it sounds like he did. Yeah, it sounds like she had all the babies cuddling with her. Artemis like went up and laid on her chest, because he likes to do that. He'll lay up on our chests. Like he did that. He was like walking back and forth between the two of us last night. It was so cute. But yeah, apparently he did that with her. And then apparently Zero was also snuggling up as well, because Zero gets jealous. He's like, no, don't give that baby attention. Give this baby attention. And so, okay, we're in a single place here. So yeah, he's needy sometimes, but it sounds like, you know, she just got lots of animal cuddles and stuff like that. And we got home and they were all asleep well, of course Zero woke up as soon as we opened the door and stuff, but all the animals were asleep and stuff. And yeah, she said it was a pretty easy time. And also she said that Zero farted and it stank, and it's like, yeah, he does that a lot. Apparently he scared himself with his own fart last night too, so that's pretty funny. Yeah, and then so our eating schedule has been so bad the last few days, and yeah, this is definitely gonna be a longer whip and chat. Sorry guys. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, our eating schedule has been so bad the last few days, because I've been forgetting to eat personally. Like, I think I'm just so tired that things are starting to get to me and my brain's just not working the way it's supposed to be working. And so I've been forgetting to eat multiple times this week. Yeah, like the other night I forgot to eat dinner, and then I forgot to eat lunch like half the days this week, and like yesterday included and stuff. And I'm like, wow, this is probably not good that my brain's not functioning the way it should be right now. But probably because I've not been eating. I mean, I have been eating, just not as much. So yeah, when we got home last night, my husband was coming home from the office, and I was like, can you grab McDonald's or something? Because I'm like really hungry. And so like we got something small from McDonald's, but like it was also like not enough for us to take us through the night and stuff like that. So we're like, okay, well, get home from Painting with a Twist, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I'm really hungry. And I was like, okay. So we had grilled cheese for dinner at 10 o'clock at night. And I had some chips and French onion dip with it as well. But yeah, it was just, yeah, my brain's just not been, I think it's because of all the stress that I've been under this past week with Sydney and stuff like that. So I think that's got something to do with it, because I've been sleeping plenty. So it's not like I'm not resting. So, but yeah, that basically sums it up. I mean, not really much to talk about today so far. We kind of just been having a chill morning. Oh yeah, and then yesterday is the day that I finished my Sailor Summer canvas. So I did finish Moon Crisis from Diamond Artisan Shop, and I will be doing a dedicated post review for it, as I mentioned on Instagram if you follow me there. But yeah, I have a lot to talk about with that canvas, because honestly, I have a story to tell. Because I think I talked about it in last week's WIP and Chat, but Artemis like dumped water on that canvas, and so I wanted to talk about how resilient they are. But yeah, the canvas turned out absolutely amazing. Got it. I ended up changing one thing around, and I actually copied my friend Charmaine with it. She thought of it first, and I was like, oh, what color did you use? I want to do that too. Is that upside down? Yeah, that was upside down. Okay. What's that one? 967. Let's do that real quick. It's only 5 of those. So yeah, I did change that little bit around, so I'm going to talk about that as well. But yeah, I did post it on Instagram today, I believe. Yeah, this morning was getting caught up in my logbook and de-kitting. So I de-kit that, or Moon Crisis, and I also de-kit my Flame Blade Dragon that I still had kit up. So I got those all situated and containers free, and then I finished kitting up Apple Dragon, because I started it and then I realized I didn't have enough of the smaller Elizabeth Ward containers to finish. So I finished it up. Woo. One of those almost came back up in my mouth. That's why I made that noise. So, ooh, white on white. This is going to be interesting. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I didn't have enough of the smaller containers, so I was like, okay, once I finish Moon Crisis, I can get that one kit up, because Moon Crisis had 90, 99, 98, something, really high amount of colors. So, yeah, got that all situated, or got that all done. And then I also filled out my logbook and got my stats all updated and stuff. And because I've been doing this thing lately with my logbook where I've been not putting the stickers in when I start the kit. So that, because like I start multiples at once, so my logbook is like all over the place, and so like that makes my month in reviews a little bit more difficult, because I have to flip back and forth the pages and figure out which kit is where and what have you. So I was like, well, this is getting to be problematic, so what can I do about it? And so what I did about it was I made it, or I don't put my stickers in when I start anymore. So I use my Gems Flow for when I start a kit and log it in there. And then once I'm done with the kit, then I will go into my paper logbook and put the stickers in and put the stats and everything in, and then I'm good to go. So I found that method to be working really well for me right now. and it makes it so that my kits are done in order, so I don't have to go flipping a million pages to try to find out like what number kit am I finished on, or finished with, and yada yada yada. Which I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, I'm up to 35 kits for the year. So I am well on my way to my goal, which is really nice. I set myself, I mean, it was a loose goal, so it's like if I don't hit it, it's not the end of the world, but I did set myself a goal of 50 kits for this year. And it's August and I hit 35, so it's to be 36 when I finish this one, and 37 when I finish the Make Market one. So yeah. Oh man, I was hoping to finish this, but I don't want to keep you guys for too much longer, so that's the down arrow, right? 3801, or that, no, it's that. Okay. Why does it down arrow? That doesn't even look like an arrow. Oh, brain. Okay. So yeah, I got that all taken care of. And then I was bad. I don't know. I don't really have, all I have left right now kit up is my long-term projects, which Dragon Seasons, I don't want to rush myself on, and I was worried that I was going to do it if I started the summer section, like, oh my gosh, I have to get this done before, or get this done sooner rather than later. So instead of doing the summer section right now, I am going to wait on that, and I'm going to skip over the summer section to the fall section, which I got my tray. I have my Dragon Seasons fall tray. I had to yell at Christina because I literally just bought the Drills and Chills tray. And then she comes out with this one like a couple days later, and I'm like, man, she could have just held my Drills and Chills tray and sent them both together. But anyways, I have a nice big long, there we go. So yeah, I'm going to skip over the summer section, and I'm going to do the fall section in the fall. And then I think November is my plan. I'm going to go back and do the summer section, and then I'll do the winter section in December, because I really don't have a lot of Christmassy or fall or wintry type kits. So I'm going to be working like that, I think. And there goes my light again. So yeah, so that's my plan right now. So I was like, okay, I currently don't really have a kit, like, because I don't want to start my first two kits for Drills and Chills until the 1st of September, because I don't know which one of them I'm going to end up finishing first. So I'm just kind of, I was like going to sit on those ones, and then I was like, you know what, I want to kit something else up. So I was thinking about it, and then I asked my husband about it too. I'm like, which one should I do now? Because I was trying to decide between Witchcraft Room and Witch's New Year. And he was like, well, you should save Witchcraft Room because it's more like Halloween-y kits, or Halloween-y colors versus the fall colors. I mean, it's not really fall colors in the, I don't know, trash. It's not really fall colors in the other one either. It's just like a lot of dark colors, like a lot of blacks and browns and stuff. But I was like, you know what, yeah, I'll save Witchcraft Room. So I did kit up Witch's New Year, which is it's all kit up and ready to go. So I am probably going to start it once I finish these two little mini kits I'm working on. Or either that, I'm going to save the Make Market kit for tomorrow. So I do one mini kit and then work on the other one. Well, I almost got this finished in this time. Probably would have been finished if I didn't fight with the DAC pen for too long. So yeah. Yeah, I think I talked about everything for this week. So next week, I promise you, next week you will definitely get a wrap-up Wednesday. I just did not have the time or the mental energy to film those this week. But now I have 3 I need to record, so it's going to happen. Keeper of Constellations, that's the other one I finished that I couldn't think of. I'm like, I know I finished another one. So yeah, I got to film a bunch of the wrap-ups this weekend. Yeah, so I plan on doing that this weekend, so that way I can do one on Wednesday. Or maybe I don't know. I'll probably do one on Wednesday and just like do one a week for the next couple weeks, so that way you guys don't get tired of them. Hey, this is why he beats you up, Zero. So yeah. So I'll work on that this week, and then you can probably expect another Halloween-y unboxing. Actually, oh, you might get a mini Dazzles unboxing though. I don't know yet. Depends. I do have 2 Halloween kits, so I ordered, so I got, what was it, Halloween in a bottle and any candy on their way to me as well. Both of those were pre-orders, and they actually both shipped out together, so I'm very excited about that. So I'll have those coming in soon, and I can't wait to do unboxings of those because I haven't seen those yet, although I feel like our DAC sneak peekers will get those soon. But I'll definitely, oh, stupid late. I will definitely get those unboxed and everything too, because I really want to, I can't wait to see any candy. It's going to be so cute, and it's a round and it's big. I don't have any big rounds like that, so it's going to be fun to work on. Okay, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm going to like get out of here. And I almost did finish this Mars, so you will definitely see her in the month in review as well. With these kits, I definitely will factor them in as I finish, because, you know, it does take an amount of time to do them. I mean, it's about the same amount of time it would take me to do a snack size kit, so I'm going to count it as a snack size. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know, like, are you guys excited for fall to start? Are you looking forward to all these amazing events coming out with Halloween and fall and all that fun stuff? Yeah, I know I'm excited, and I know I am ready to buy some fall accessories for sure. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing, what were you working on, etc., etc. And if you so yeah, if you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, throw me a comment, let me know how you guys are doing, what you're working on, all that fun stuff. And if you're not already subscribed here and you like diamond painting content, please hit that subscribe button down there. And then hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. Generally, I post videos on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but you never know when a video will pop up on a random day, so definitely hit that bell to be notified when I post my videos. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.